Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we get right into the heart of these complex stories.
Yeah.
Today, we're jumping into a world where, well, reality has taken a sharp turn, and power.
Well-
Power is absolutely everything.
That's right.
And our focus, it's on a character who starts, truly at the bottom rung. We're talking about Song Jin-Woo, a guy known not really for fighting monsters, but more for just being in the hospital all the time.
Yeah, they call him the weakest of the weak, an E-rank hunter.
Yeah.
Constantly injured.
Probably had a favorite room, right? It sounds grim, especially when you think he's forced into this super dangerous life just to support his family, and he has, like, zero aptitude for it.
Absolutely. And that's what makes his transformation so fascinating, which is what we're diving into today. We've gone through a lot of source material that really tracks his journey from, well, rock bottom.
Okay, so maybe I can set the stage a bit. Hunters, gates. What's the basic setup here?
Sure. So in this world, you have these individuals called hunters. They fight monsters that come out of these interdimensional portals called gates. Hunters get ranked. E is the lowest, like Jin-Woo, all the way up to S rank, who are incredibly powerful. And this isn't just some background detail. It's like the reality they live in, survival hinges on it.
Got it. So the big question then, the core mystery, is how does someone this weak, this prone to getting hurt, manage to survive something horrific, a really unique dungeon, and then start on this honestly unbelievable path to power?
Exactly.
Okay, let's unpack this. Because the answer involves something called the system, right? Something that just changes everything for him.
It really does. It's not your typical power-up. It sort of throws out the old rules about needing talent or a sudden reawakening. Instead, it's this almost game-like process of getting stronger, really shakes things up for the hunter world.
So where does this all kick off for Jin-Woo? I'm guessing a dungeon?
Predictably, yes. A D-rank gate raid, which for most hunters is pretty standard stuff.
But for him, dangerous.
Extremely. Even an E-rank monster could put him back in that hospital bed. But then, inside this D-rank gate, they find something else. A dual dungeon. A hidden second entrance.
Whoa. Okay, so Jin-Woo, Mr. Caution himself, what does he do?
Well, normally he'd back off. But the sources are clear. He votes to go in.
Really? Why?
Money. Simple as that. His sister's university tuition, his mother's hospital fees piling up. Every single cent counted. He needed a big score. Badly.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Desperation. So they go in. What happens?
It immediately gets lethal. This hidden temple has these bizarre, deadly rules. Rule 1, prayer. A giant statue's eyes glow red, and boom, laser beams fry anyone who moves.
Jeez.
But Jinro, maybe his hearing is super sharp, or maybe it's just pure survival instinct, he yells, "Get down," just in time. Saves a bunch of them.
Yeah, okay, close call. What's next?
Rule 2, praise. Statues holding musical instruments activate, attacking again. But Jinwoo, even under all that pressure, he figures it out. Run towards the statues with instruments, he realizes. Shows he's, starting to observe things, even terrified.
He's adapting fast.
Right.
And the third rule, you mentioned piety or sacrifice.
Yeah, this one gets dark. An altar appears, and one of the other hunters, Kim, actually tries to sacrifice another injured guy, Mr. Song, onto it.
What? No way.
Horrible. But Jinwoo has this aha moment. He realizes it's not about sacrifice. There are these blue flames, right? The real rule is just stand still, don't move while the blue flames are active. Wait for them to go out. Strategic inaction, basically.
Incredible insight under pressure.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling it doesn't end there.
Not even close. The god statue itself awakens, becomes this huge golem, and just starts slaughtering the hunters who don't follow the rules or can't keep up. It's chaos.
And Jin-Woo, what does he do in all this?
This is the pivotal moment. He thinks he's already crippled, his leg is mangled, he does a quick calculation. If he dies here, his family gets a pretty hefty compensation payout from the Hunter Association, like life-changing money for them.
Oh, man. He decides to sacrifice himself for the insurance payout.
Essentially, yeah. For someone considered so weak, it's this incredibly selfless, tragic act. He gets run through with a spear, slammed onto the altar, crushed. He dies.
Wow. That's heavy. Thinking his biggest contribution is the payout from his death really shows you the brutality of their situation.
It absolutely does, but that's not the end of his story, miraculously.
Right, because he somehow comes back from that, wakes up in the hospital.
Yep, feeling, as the source puts it, light and airy, and his severed leg, completely healed, just fixed.
Yeah.
Utterly baffling for him, obviously.
I can imagine. So the Hunter Association must have gotten involved,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A guy dies, then isn't dead leg regrown.
Oh, yeah, they investigate immediately. Their first thought, reawakening.
Yep.
It's this super rare thing where a hunter's power just explodes, like jumping from C rank to A or B to S. Huge power boost.
So did he reawaken?
That's the twist. They measure his magic energy, and it's still tiny, like 10, way below even the E rank average of 70 to 100.
Still 10 after all that.
Till 10. It completely confuses the association experts. They just leave disappointed, which leaves us asking, okay, if it wasn't a reawakening, what on earth happened down there?
And this is where the system comes in, right? After he died.
Exactly. He's lying there, maybe recovering, maybe just confused, and then he sees it floating in the air. Text. You have several unread messages.
Floating there. Only for him.
Only for him. Like a video game interface just popped into reality.
Okay, that's wild. What did the messages say?
First one's pretty clear. Congratulations on becoming a player.
A player.
Yep, and then gives him his first task. Daily quest. Preparations to become strong.
Which involves
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run. Every single day.
That sounds intense, but kind of mundane, like a workout routine.
It seems mundane, yeah, but this becomes his path to power, and there's a huge catch. Fail to complete it.
What happens?
He gets forcibly transported to something called the penalty zone.
Which is?
A horrifying desert dimension filled with these giant, poison-fanged centipedes. The system basically calls it an execution ground.
Execution. So it's not just get strong. It's get strong or die trying every single day. That's immense pressure. It sort of removes his choice, doesn't it?
Initially, yes. It's comply or face likely death. And this is how his growth starts. He discovers a stat window. You know, strength, stamina, agility, intelligence, perception. Classic RPG stuff.
And he gets points from the quests.
Right. He puts his first points into strength, just 3 points, from 10 to 13, and the change is immediate, physical. The nurses even notice he looks different, stronger.
Wow, instant results, not like normal training.
Exactly. And skill acquisition is different too. The system tells him if he repeats an action enough under the right conditions, he can learn skills.
So like running a lot gives him a speed skill.
Precisely. He gets dash from all that mandatory running. Totally different from how hunters usually get skills, which is finding or buying these things called runestones or through a formal awakening.
So it's personalized, game-like growth tied to his actions. That's a completely new paradigm.
A complete game changer. Pun intended, maybe.
So he's got this secret system. Does he try to figure out what's going on, look for answers?
He does. Tries researching reawakening online, even hits up a private hunter forum. They basically dismiss him. Call him crazy. A loon. It just confirms that whatever's happening to him is unique. Totally off the known charts.
Makes sense. Did he get anything else from that first dungeon besides nearly dying and getting the system?
He did. He finds his first bit of loot in his system inventory. A steel longsword. Nothing special for a high ranker, but for him. It belonged to Kim Sang-shik, one of the guys in the dungeon, and it's worth a lot of money. A tangible sign of this new reality.
Okay, so he has the system, daily quests, stats, skills. What does he do first with his newfound potential?
He gets a dungeon key from the system, the golden key, uses it, and it transforms a local subway station, Hapjeong Station, into an instant dungeon, just for him.
An entire subway station. Wow, what's inside?
Wolf-like monsters called lichens. He fights them, levels up pretty fast, learns skills like high-grade dagger technique. He even gets a title, Slaughterer of Wolves, boosting his stats against animal types.
He's getting stronger quickly then. Any good loot from this subway dungeon?
Oh yeah. He beats the boss, a big snake called Poison-Fanged Blue Kasaka, and gets its fang as a dagger, Poison Fang of Kasaka. Attack power plus 25, plus it has paralysis and bleeding effects. A serious upgrade.
Okay, so he's got better gear, more skills. Does he, show this off?
Not intentionally at first, but he joins a public D-rank gate raid, probably for money or routine, and the team gets into trouble with a golem boss.
And Jin-Woo steps in.
Big time. While everyone else is struggling, he just throws his broken sword from a distance and bam! Destroys the golem. Saves the whole team.
With a broken sword.
How? Sheer power from the system channeled into the throw. But here's the interesting part. He doesn't take credit.
Why not? He saves them.
Because how would he explain it? An E-ranker doing that? Impossible. It would raise too many questions he doesn't want to answer yet. He's learning to control the narrative, reveal only what he has to.
Smart. Okay, so the system keeps giving him stuff. Any other major perks early on?
A huge one. He gets an ability called Good Health and Long Life. It's a passive reward for being a player.
What does it do?
Makes him immune to everything. Diseases, poisons, even status debuffs like curses or slows. Plus, when he sleeps, his recovery rate skyrockets.
Wait, immune to everything. That explains the healed leg.
Exactly. It even explains something mundane. He tries drinking beer later and realizes he can't get drunk. The system just instantly detoxifies him.
No hangovers. But seriously, that kind of immunity?
Yeah.
That makes him fundamentally different from other humans in this world, doesn't it? Changes his whole risk assessment.
Absolutely. It's another layer separating him from everyone else.
So he's leveling up, getting gear, getting immunities. What's next? He can't stay solo forever, right?
Well, he sort of teams up, but not in the traditional sense. He meets Yoo Jin-Ho.
Who he?
Rich kid, son of a construction company CEO. Jin-Ho has this ambitious plan. He wants to become a guild master, but he needs someone strong to clear dungeons for him.
Let me guess. He asks Jin-Woo.
He makes Jin-Woo an offer. Help me clear 19 C-rank gates, build up my raid record so I can apply for guildmaster license, and I'll give you the equivalent value of a guild building billions of won.
Billions? Wow. Why does Jin-Woo agree? Seems kind of transactional.
It is. But it's perfect for Jin-Woo. He gets to power level like crazy in C-rank dungeons without anyone else watching, plus a massive payout. Win-win from his perspective.
Okay, so they start this C-rank dungeon clearing spree. Does it go smoothly?
Not entirely. They team up with another C-rank party led by a guy named Hang Dong-sik for one raid. And this team, they have other plans.
Uh-oh. What kind of plans?
Bad ones. They see Jin-Ho's expensive gear, figure they can kill both him and Jin-Woo, take the loot, and blame monsters. They try to trap them inside the dungeon, even cause an explosion to block the exit.
That's cold-blooded. What happens? Does the system react?
It does. Because they have murderous intent towards him, the player, it triggers an emergency quest.
Another quest. What's the objective?
Simple and brutal. Kill all the enemies that are life forms holding murderous intentions towards the player.
So the system orders him to kill them.
Explicitly. And Jin-Woo does. Ruthlessly takes out Hang Dong-suk's entire team. Gains stats, even learns a new skill, intimidation, from it.
Wow. He just killed a whole team of hunters. He spares Jin-Ho, though.
Yes. Jin-Ho is terrified, obviously, but he seems to understand Jin-Woo did what he had to. He saw the betrayal attempt.
This is a big step, though. Killing other humans, even bad ones, on the system's orders. What does that do to his morality? Is he struggling with this?
The source material presents it more as adaptation. The system gave a command linked to his survival. In that moment, the choice was clear for him, dictated by the rules he now lives by. Protect himself, protect Jin-Ho, who is allied with him.
How do they even explain this? A bunch of dead C rankers and an E ranker and a rich kid walking out?
It gets smoothed over. An association investigator shows up, but she's pragmatic. Jin-Ho offers up his super expensive gear as proof they were targeted for robbery. Jin-Woo's low rank makes him seem non-threatening. She basically accepts their story and closes the case.
Convenient. But it works out for Jin-Woo financially, right?
Massively. He sells off the magic crystals from those dead hunters, 49 C-rank crystals, and nets a fortune, even after taxes. Suddenly, his family's money problems are pretty much gone.
So he's got power, money, a loyal, if terrified, partner in Jin-Ho.
Yeah.
But killing those hunters must put a target on his back, right? Even if it was covered up.
Indirectly, yes. Word gets around, maybe whispers, and someone does hire an assassin to take him out. A B-rank hunter named Kang Tae-ik.
A B rank. That's a serious threat. What's this guy's deal?
He's part of the association's monitoring division, but he has a dark side. The sources say he actually enjoys fighting people more than monsters. He plans to kill Jin-Woo inside a dungeon and make it look like a monster did it.
Nasty piece of work. How does the fight go down? This guy's B rank.
Yeah. Kang Tae-ik has a rare skill. Stealth. Makes him totally invisible, undetectable by normal senses. A huge advantage for an assassin.
So how does Jin-Woo counter that?
His perception stat, thanks to the system, it's become incredibly high. So high, he can sense Kang Tae-ik's movements perfectly, even while invisible. It completely nullifies the stealth advantage.
Wow. Perception beats stealth. So Jin-Woo wins.
He does. Uses his speed from dash, the bleeding effect from his Kasaka dagger, and just overwhelms the B ranker with precise attacks.
Yeah.
It's another calculated display. He shows enough power to win, but maybe not everything he's capable of.
Does anyone see this? A supposed E rank taking down a B rank assassin?
Actually, yes. Two people from that very first deadly dungeon raid show up unexpectedly. Song Jin-Woo, the older C-rank swordsman, and Joo-hee, the B-rank healer.
What do they do? Expose him?
No, they protect him. They see him happen, understand Jin-Woo is way stronger than he seems, but they tell the association they were the ones who fought and subdued Taek.
Why would they do that?
Maybe loyalty from the first dungeon? Maybe just wisdom, knowing the trouble it would cause Jin-Woo. He feels grateful for their discretion. Though the experience deeply affects Joo-hee. All the trauma catches up to her, and she quits being a hunter altogether. Moves away.
That's rough. A reminder of the toll this life takes. Does Jin-Woo get anything from defeating Taek besides survival?
He gets Taek's runestone, and guess what skill it contains?
Let me guess. Stealth.
Bingo! He learns stealth himself. Now he can turn invisible. It costs mana, his magic energy pool, but it's another huge strategic tool in his arsenal. It just shows how these encounters, these specific items, keep adding layers to his power.
Okay, so he's beaten a B rank, got stealth.
Yeah.
Where does the system point him next? Another instant dungeon.
Yep. This time, it's the Demon's Castle. Manifests as a massive 100-floor skyscraper dungeon.
100 floors? That sounds intense.
It is. Just getting in is a major challenge. The entrance is guarded by Hell's gatekeeper Cerberus, a red-name monster, meaning significantly tougher than normal. Even with all his buffs and skills, it's a hard fight for Jin-Woo.
But he manages.
He does, and the rewards are pretty great. An A-rank necklace, the gatekeeper's necklace, boosts agility and perception.
A rank gear. That's high level.
Very. And like some other items he gets, it becomes invisible when he wears it, helping maintain his weak facade. He also gets the key to the castle's gate, allowing him entry.
Does he go straight in? Tackle the 100 floors?
No. And this shows his growth beyond just raw power. He recognizes the scale of the challenge. Instead of rushing in, he actually retreats to prepare more, gather resources, maybe level up further. It's strategic thinking. He's not just reacting anymore, he's planning.
That's a big step. Meanwhile, all those C-rank gates he cleared with Jin-Ho. Surely someone noticed that pattern.
Oh, absolutely. The White Tiger Guild, one of the top 5 guilds in South Korea, definitely notices. 19 C-rank gates cleared rapidly by a team led by a D-rank nobody, Jin-Ho, and an E-rank porter, Jin-Woo. It stands out.
So a major guild is investigating him now.
Their chief of scouting, An Sang-min, starts looking into it. He's sharp. Quickly figures Jin-Woo must be a reawakened hunter hiding his power.
What's he do? Try to recruit him?
Exactly. He approaches Jin-Woo, even offers to buy out Jin-Ho's contract, specifically offering to pay Jin-Woo the billions promised for the guild building if he joins White Tiger instead.
High-pressure tactic. How does Jin-Woo handle being scouted by a top guild chief?
He handles it with power. Right there, during the meeting, Jin-Woo activates his stealth skill, just vanishes in front of An Sang-min.
Whoa, just flexes on him like that.
Sends a very clear message.
Yeah.
Then he reappears and lays down his terms. He's not joining any guild, and he doesn't want any information about his abilities getting out. He trusts Jin-Ho because Jin-Ho saw his power early on and kept his mouth shut.
So he uses his power not just to fight, but to negotiate, to control his situation. Very clever.
It shows how far he's come. He's dictating terms to one of the most powerful guilds in the country.
Okay, he's navigated betrayal, assassination attempts, guild politics. What's the next big hurdle the system throws at him? Feels like something major must be coming.
You guessed it. He hits a certain level, the sources suggest around level 20 or maybe a bit higher, it's a bit fuzzy, and the system triggers something huge. The class change quest.
Class change. Like in a game, choosing a specialization.
Exactly. This is the path to a whole new level of specialized power. Big deal.
But knowing the system, I bet it's not easy.
Far from it. The rules for this quest dungeon are incredibly harsh. No potions allowed, no using the system shop function, and crucially, leveling up doesn't restore your health or mana, plus the exit is sealed.
No healing, no escape.
Yeah.
Any injury is permanent for the duration. That's brutal.
Extremely. One mistake could be fatal, and the dungeon throws waves of enemies at him. Knights, mages, assassins, archers, testing absolutely everything he's learned. Combat skills, resource management, endurance.
And there's a boss, I assume.
Oh, yes. The climax is a battle against Igris the Red Knight.
Sounds intimidating.
He is immensely strong, incredibly fast. So fast and strong, he actually breaks Jin-Woo's Kasaka dagger.
Breaks his best weapon. How does Jin-Woo even fight back?
He has to rely on pure grit and his passive skills, especially tenacity. It's a skill that kicks in when his health gets critically low, allowing him to keep fighting through extreme fatigue and pain. That, plus his dash skill for evasion. It's a desperate, drawn-out fight.
What, he wins?
He does barely. It's a brutal victory.
What are the rewards for beating Igris? Must be good.
Very good. He gets the Red Knight's helm, S-rank gear, gives a massive 15% reduction to physical damage, plus big boost to strength and stamina.
S-rank, that's top tier.
Absolutely. And like the necklace, it becomes invisible when equipped, preserving his secret identity. He also gets a load of gold and a runestone for a skill called Ruler's Reach.
Okay, so he beat the boss, got S-rank loot, quest complete.
That's what you'd think. He also gets an item called the Immediate Return Stone. Looks like an escape item.
Ah, but it's a trick.
It's the trigger. The moment he picks up that stone, the real class change quest begins. The fight with Igris was just the qualifier.
Oh no, what happens then?
The dungeon changes. Suddenly, he's facing an overwhelming wave of knights. Not just one boss, but masses of them. And this time, they have mages with them.
Mages. What do they do?
They use a skill called Eyes of Detection, and its specific effect. It cancels stealth.
So his invisibility is useless now.
Completely useless. He's exposed, and he just gets swarmed, beaten down repeatedly. His tenacity skill keeps activating over and over, just prolonging the agony, basically. He's getting hammered.
Is there anything he can do?
He fights back relentlessly. There's even a mocking voice taunting him, asking why he bothered. But even as he's being sandwiched powerfully, as the source puts it, he refuses to give up. He decides he'll fight until he physically can't move anymore.
Pure willpower.
Absolutely. And then a countdown starts ticking in his vision, and the last image we get from this part of the source material is Jin-Woo, utterly battered, being buried under a literal mountain of knights.
Wow. What a cliffhanger. Just buried. So that's the journey so far. Incredible. From the absolute weakest.
Known more for his hospital bills.
And someone taking down B ranks, clearing insane dungeons, getting S-rank gear, all thanks to this mysterious system. It's just a relentless climb.
It really is. But ending on that note, buried under knights, it really forces you to ask, what is this system really? Is it just a tool for growth, a blessing? Or is it something else, something perhaps more sinister, pushing him, testing him to these absolute brutal limits for its own unknown reasons?
Yeah, is it a guide or a manipulator? And what does getting stronger truly mean when the path is this violent, this dictated by an external force? Lots to think about there. What stands out to you listening to this about Jin-Woo's journey and the forces shaping him?
It's definitely a journey that raises more questions than answers at this stage. And rest assured, we'll be diving back into those questions, exploring the nature of the system, Jin-Woo's evolving morality, and what comes next after that class change quest cliffhanger in future discussions.
Absolutely. We've only scratched the surface here. Join us next time as we continue our deep dives unpacking complex stories one layer at a time.